So let's begin the topic subject and predicate. So now let's look at the following examples. First, we have the example as Priya sings, the dog barks, his work is done, his name is known, he's a clever boy, my brother has gone to school. So, in each of the sentences, we are talking about a particular person or animal or place and thing. Okay, so the first part in every sentence denotes about whom or which something is said. These are called the subjects. And in the second part, that denote what are said about the subjects. They are called the predicate. So let's look now. Each sentence may be divided into two parts. Priya sings, the dog barks, his work is done. Now look at the three examples. In the first sentence, Priya sings, we are talking about Priya, right? So the first name or the first person here is the name of Priya, that is the subject. Next one, the dog barks. The dog denoting an animal. So about the animal, the dog, the sentence is talking about. So the dog is the subject. His work is done. Whose work is done? His work. So his work is the subject. Now let's see, his name is known. Whose name is known? His name is known. So we can also call that the subject can be a noun or a noun equivalent about whom or which something is said. He is a clever boy. So if we ask a question to the verb who or whom, if we get the noun or the noun equivalent, then we can call it a subject. Next one, my brother has gone to school. Who has gone to school? My brother has gone to school. So in the similar way, we can understand that these are the subjects. Now, what are the predicates in these sentences? Predicates are the rest of the parts used in the sentence. So now let's see, what do we have? A sentence contains two important parts, that's the subject and the predicate that we have seen earlier. So what is a subject? In every sentence we mention a person, place or a thing. Then we tell something about the person, place or the thing. The same person, place or thing which we mention are the subjects. Now look at the example here. Priya bought some mangoes. In here, who bought some mangoes? The answer is Priya. So, in the similar way, if we ask the question about whom or which or who, if we get the answer as the noun or noun equivalent, then we can say that is the subject used in the sentence. So now let's see. What is a predicate? Predicate is the part of a sentence which contains a verb and some information about the subject. So, the predicate is a word or a group of words that denotes what is said about the subject. It must contain at least a finite verb expressed or understood. Okay, so now look at here. Priya bought some apples. Now, let's ask another type of question to it. Previously, we used to ask who to the verb. Now let's ask what. So what did Priya buy? Priya bought some apples. So we have understood that the second parts of the sentence denote what are said about the subjects. They are called the predicate. So again I am repeating, the predicate is a word or a group of words that denotes what is said about the subject. So let's move on. Look at the examples. Lucy is playing the guitar. In here, who is playing the guitar? Lucy. And what is Lucy playing? The guitar. So we can understand that the subject is Lucy and the rest of the part is our predicate and object. Let's see the next question. I live in Delhi. Who lives in Delhi? I is the subject. We are little children. Who are little children? We. Next question. The baby is crying. Who is crying? The baby. So in the similar way, let's understand the parts of a predicate. A predicate may have two parts, a verb and an object. Whatever information is given about the subject is the predicate, and object receives the action of the subject. Now we have to understand what is an object. Previously, while I was discussing about the predicate, I have told you that whatever is told about the subject is the object or the predicate. Now, as we know that there is always an information or extra information about the subject in the predicate part. Let's see. Now, this is a worksheet for you, which I'll be explaining as well. Look at the examples. I love playing cricket. My friends are going to summer camp. The princess has a kind heart. The little boy jumped over the fence. Come here, please go there. So, these are the questions which you have to follow. So, now let's look at here. I love playing cricket. I is the subject. Who love playing cricket? I. Now, what does I, or the question, what do we, or what do I love? I love playing cricket. The cricket is our object. Next one, my friends are going to summer camp. My friends is the subject, are going to summer camp is the predicate. In the similar way, if I ask you which one is the object in here, my friends are going to summer camp, are we getting any answer of what? No, we are getting the answer of where. So there is no object. Next question, my princess or the princess has a kind heart. Who has a kind heart? The princess. So we are talking about the subject, the princess. What does a princess have? A kind heart. So a kind heart is our object. Next one, the little boy jumped over the fence. Who jumped over the fence? The little boy. Rest of the part is our predicate. Now look at the imperative sentence. Come here. If I am telling you come here or go there, if we use the imperative sentences, then we have to understand that there is a silent U. So the subject is often understood in some of the sentences, especially like the imperative ones. Thus, go there, go you there, or you go there. So if we analyze it, the subject has to be applied or the subject has to be supplied. That supplication or that supply of the subject in here can be used as you. Look at the sentence sixth question. You is the subject, please go there. So if we use the word you, then this complete the meaning of the sentence. You please go there, that is the predicate. So, my dear students, that's all for today. I hope you have understood.